Hey you guys, I hope that you're all doing great, and I just want to say welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here with me today for your Soulmate Twin Flame Love reading. And if you are new here, my name is Lynn and this is Passionate Heart Tarot. So normally I do the readings on two separate videos, one for those of you that are with your person and for others of you that are separated from your person. But I think I'm going to switch it up and just do both on one video, and of course I'll have it time stamped for your situation. So just look for the timestamps in the description, or I'll probably comment it below, so that'll be there for you guys. All right, so both on one reading now. And if you guys don't know what a soulmate or twin flame is, it's really whoever you feel is the one. That's who this reading is for. And what we're going to get into today is how they currently feel for you, and then we're also going to ask Spirit to show us what is the secret message that they want to tell you. What are they holding back from saying? And then we'll get into what you need to know the most about your person or the connection to them, and then we'll take a look at what the near future holds for you and your person. All right, you guys, so I send you much love and light. Thank you for everything. So we'll start out with those of you that are with your person. All right, so let's just jump right in. But before I do, I just want to take a moment to invite the white light, the Holy Spirit. Okay, you guys, so the first thing we're going to ask Spirit to show us is, how is your person currently feeling about you? You know, what's on their heart? What's in their mind? How do they look at you and the connection to you? Let's see into your person's energy. So you have to know how much they love you. They truly do. I see that you're dealing with someone who's very sensitive. I wonder if you guys realize just how sensitive your person is. You know, I'm not implying that you don't know them well, because I see where they hide a lot of things from you about their emotions. This is someone who presents a very strong side, a very put together side. And when they're alone, they are very hard on themselves. Your person, they might be holding something back from you that they want to talk to you about. Could even be outside of the relationship, outside of love. Strong Pisces energy is here. So you guys might have that sun, moon, or rising, or be dealing with someone that does. There's a lot of energy of them isolating themselves, maybe even feeling like they need time, they need a break. There's a lot that they feel they have to process. So you'll know what's going on with your person, but I just see like a lot of mental anguish, being very hard on themselves, overthinking things. And even if they are this way, even if you feel like they're pulling away from you, if they're quiet, if you guys aren't really like looking into each other's eyes, connecting like you normally do, that is not a reflection for how they feel about you. Because I mean, they love you, that's clear. I just see where they're in this energy of like, woe is me, nothing's going right for me, the world is against me. And they're so in it, it's very hard for them to see the forest from the trees, so to speak. Do you know that expression? Like when they're so caught up in something that they can't see their way out of it. So if your person is going through a lot of stress, the best thing for you to do right now is, if they want to open up, listen to them. And if they need space and they're quiet, just let them have their space, but all the while knowing that this is something that they're just dealing with. I wonder if they've experienced a loss lately. I hope not, but I just see their energy of just being very torn up, torn apart. And they might be playing it off a lot more than they show you. And just know that they do love you. I just see where they're just feeling like everything is going wrong for them. You know, they're just not in a positive place. They just have a lot of worry. And even if things are like going good, you feel that they're going good. For whatever reason, your person is just so focused on what's lacking, what they feel is missing, what they feel like is missing within themselves. So they indeed just are very sensitive. But don't think that their feelings for you have changed in any way, because it absolutely has not. I just see where they're in this energy of needing time. Let's take a look. Let's look into further into their feelings for you. Because, you know, the King of Cups is very special, very significant energy. It lets me know how sensitive your person is, how compassionate and really tender-hearted they are, and how they feel about you. But then I see that they should work on like being kinder to themselves, because they're not always thinking the most positive thoughts. Virgo energy is peeking out here as well, you guys. So you might be Virgos or have that moon or rising, or your person can have that in their chart, sun, moon, or rising. Let's look into this King of Cups. They're in a sad place. I wonder what is going on with you guys. I just have to tell you, I see them being in the energy of feeling like they lost something. I wish you guys all the best, and I hope that they're not grieving, but you're grieving like from a loss of someone, but your person is just in this energy of so focused on everything that they feel has gone wrong. But they know that you always have their back, and that is something that keeps them going, the support that you give to them. And they need your support now. They truly do. They might show you in different, because I just feel like your person holds back, keeps it in a lot, and is not just so upfront about what's on their mind, what's in their heart. Because you see that it's the 5, I don't know if you guys can actually see in that card how that person is so focused on those 3 cups that spilt over. And this energy is focused on what they feel is lacking, because this is a reading for those of you with your person. So I know that this is like internalized, and they just feel like things are missing. But I have to stress the point to you that it's not the way that they look at you, though, because they love you. They feel like they don't feel like anything's lacking that you bring to the table. So if your person is distant and if they are quiet, there's things that they're not telling you. They have a lot of stress on their plate, a lot of stress in their energy, on their minds. And I know that what they want is for you to pull them closer. And if they open up to you, to just give them your undivided attention. Because I just see them going through this period of like maybe sleeping a lot, trying to sleep, tossing and turning, and at times being quiet, needing space. And if they do get like the courage to open up because they trust you, you know, they do trust you. That's what I want you to know. It's important for you to like really sit there with them, look into their eyes and comfort them, because they're actually looking for your comfort. So please don't misinterpret their energy as, you know, feeling differently for you in any way, because I see where this is all like how they look at themselves. Some energies flipping over. Lots of swords, lots of air energy, lots of jagged energy of trying to feel better. There's just something, I wonder if your person lost their job, lost an opportunity, heard some disappointing news. or maybe they lost a family member. I would hope not. I just see where there's just so much emotional turmoil. Like there's this energy of grieving something. So that is what's here, you guys. I won't stay too long on it. I just want you to know that they're working through what they need to work through. And even if they are distant from you, they are going to come back around. So try not to get mad at them, and try not to think like something is suspicious or anything like that, because that's not what it is. I just know where they may play it off like, oh yeah, that's no big deal. But when they're alone, I see that they cry, they're suffering. And it's someone who just does it all in isolation. So a lot of holding back that they're doing, but just know how much they love you, you guys. So I am sorry to see, like, for some of you that your person is in that kind of energy. For all of you though, just know how much they love you and how much they count on you. Let's ask Spirit, what is the secret message that they have? What is it that they're holding back from saying that they want to say? I know that they want to talk to you about the way that they feel so disappointed. I see that they feel disappointed within themselves. They're worried about their ability to compete. I wonder if they're in a competitive field, or they're trying to venture out on their own. Because, you know, this Five of Cups, it's here again. It doesn't really surprise me, because I know that Spirit already revealed a lot about what's going on with them, how they keep it inside. They worry about what they can provide. And they worry about if they fail, will they lose you? There's a lot of anxiousness in your person's energy of wanting to create something so beautiful with you. They want to give you the world, and they want you to know that they feel you deserve everything. And like a lot of the times, you know, at least lately, they're questioning if they can do right by you, give you what you deserve, give you the kind of family that you want. And I know that you're probably watching this and thinking like, I'm satisfied with my person. If you guys have struggles, I see where you're right by their side. So I know that your person is holding back a lot of where they feel disappointed in what they bring to the table, what they can give for you. A lot of worry about if they don't do things fast enough, will they still satisfy you? So I can just see where your person needs space at times, and then they also need empathy. They just feel like they're so lucky to have you, and that really, like, maybe they just don't know how to put it into words. Maybe that's why they hold back. And another part of it is like, they feel like if they start telling you these things, you'll start to like catch on to them and say, oh my God, what's wrong? Are you okay? This kind of thing. So it's like, I see where they put up this front and like hide a lot of how they feel. Cause there's just like this energy here of being disappointed. And I do wonder if something didn't go through lately, something like some kind of loss, something like that. And they just feel worried about their home life, but more worried about how you feel about them, hoping that you're not disappointed in them. And what they really want to tell you is how they can't really see themselves without you. Even though they feel lost, you give them so much direction, and it's like you are their anchor, you are their compass. So there's just a lot going on in your person's energy about not knowing if they can compete. They may need you to build them up, to encourage them, to say, keep going, you can do it. You know, they need you to be their cheerleader right now. That's what I can see. That is what they want to tell you, but then they don't want to be weak. They don't want you to be worried. They don't want you to feel disappointed. And they still are like hoping and praying that nothing changes in your energy and you still look at them the same way, that you still picture a future with them. So I just see where your person is being so hard on themselves right now. Let's look at this 10 of Cups. There's a lot of emphasis here on work. And I do wonder if something is going on with job loss for some of you. Or if they're like working really hard, like trying to save money, doing a lot of overtime. They want you to know that I'm doing this for us. I'm doing this so I can give us the life that we truly deserve, that you truly deserve. So although I'm distracted, my focus is on you. My goal is on you and the kids and our family. That's the energy that's here. This is what they want to tell you, because I just see where they feel like it's an uphill climb. And at times, no matter how hard they work, they feel like it's so hard for them to get ahead. Cancer's energy is here, you guys. So you might have Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or be dealing with someone that does. They care so much about what you think and how you look at them. That's why they hold Leo's energy here also, you guys. That's why they hold back from saying a lot of these things. But you have a good person. You do. You have a person here who cares so much about your happiness and your well-being and being a provider, contributing what they can contribute. They want to take things, they want to move things to the next step. And they just feel like they have so much more work to do before they can do that. The next step certainly is with you right by their side. Creating a very happy life for you is what they want. And again, the reason why they don't tell you these things, it's because they don't want you to ever look down on them. Not saying that you would, but it just lets you know how important your opinion is of them, and it just means the world to your person. So I'm telling you, something really beautiful that you can do for them right now is to just be there for them, root for them, encourage them, acknowledge them. Because really everything that they do is for you and what you guys have built together. So it's really special, their feelings for you. And this is everything that they're holding back, that they want to open up about. So again, try not to take offense. I just see where this person, they have a lot of skills and they're also a perfectionist. That's for some of you. And it's like they're really hard on themselves. And if even one little thing is off, they'll have to start all over again. So, I mean, it's positive in a lot of ways, but then again, I see where they flip that energy around and it makes them so hard on themselves. They feel incredibly lucky to have you and have you in their life, and they never want to do anything to ruin that. Okay, you guys, so let's jump ahead now And let's ask Spirit, what do you need to know the most about your connection or your person in the week ahead? Oh, and I'm not sure if I mentioned this, you guys. This reading is for the 28th of August through the 4th. So for the week ahead, what do you need to know the most? Lots of major arcana. A major shift is happening in your person's energy. I can see where they're gonna get really focused. And what you need to know the most is they have like acquaintances coming in, comrades coming in, supporters coming in. So that's important for you guys, because I know that what goes on with your person directly affects you. And I can just see where communication is coming in, like hearing a message. It might even be something that's very surprising. Could even be a job offer, or receiving something that you guys have been trying to get for yourselves. Because when that energy comes in, it's like a fog is lifted. So there's a lot of positivity coming in, and this is what you need to know the most, regardless of what the week ahead, the near future holds. Okay, very important to hang on to this energy and know that the sky is gonna clear. And I see where your person is just gonna have like a laser focus on what this is that they want to accomplish. So you're gonna see a different side of them. Maybe you haven't seen them be this focused in a while. It's like confidence coming back for them, knowing who they are and what they have to offer. Because I know what goes on with them affects you, directly affects you. And how they look at themselves and how they feel, you feel it too. So just know that there's a lot of positivity that's here. Like the overall energy is people that they can work, like people, the energy of people coming in that they work incredibly well with. Supporters. So if they've been down or there's been a lack of support, and especially for those of you that are like competing at something, they're going to have people that are on their side. Calling in friends, calling in favors. And people are going to rise to the occasion. And that is something that really helps to build them up. They're going to finally see like, okay, this is the direction that I'm supposed to go down. It's like clearing up all this confusion. Not knowing what lies ahead. Your person is going to have like a laser focus on the path ahead. And like once they get into that mindset, nothing is going to stand in their way. Nothing is going to stop them. There's a lot of pride, inner strength, courage, being honest, maybe even being more open with you if they haven't, because this is like communication between the two of you. It's very enlightened energy coming in for your person. They're gonna, some of them are like gonna, when they see their path, they start to come into their own. You might not have seen them be this confident ever, or maybe just not in a long time. So it's very, very positive, and that's what you need to know. That is really what you need to know the most, is that your person is going to get out of this funk that some of them have been in. And it's going to be through the support of like those closest to them. People aside from you that have their back. So just know that what it is that you guys are trying to draw in, it's gonna be aligned for people to like see eye to eye with you and want to support you, want to give you what you're asking for. So you know what's really important is now is the time to ask, because if you don't, you're just missing out on the energy that you can claim. You know that expression, a closed mouth doesn't get fed? That there's a lot of energy of that in this spread and in this card. So if there's something that you're going for, now's the time to go for it, because you guys are aligned with supportive people, positive people around you that believe in you, believe in your ideas, believe in your plans, and want to be there with you because they see potential for what you can achieve. So there certainly are a lot of positive messages coming through, and this is what you need to know the most. Let's take a look at what the near future holds now for the two of you and your connection. See, I knew that there was a reason that I had to tell you to hold on to what you need to know the most. Because for the week ahead, I do see some rockiness coming in for those of you that are with your person. Rockiness though, but nothing will break the bond that you have, okay? This is that twin soul energy, kindred spirit. So just know that what the two of you have, nothing will ever come between you guys. I see your connection is strong, still intact in a lot of ways, but I just also see where there's this energy that you're working through with your person in the week ahead. And a lot of it is just as they go through and deal with whatever this is that is hurting them so much. I mean, the Three of Swords, when someone's in that kind of energy, it's hard for them to see their way out of it. They will, don't worry. That's why you have to remember the messages for what you need to know the most. But I just see them being in this period of kind of being standoffish, and no matter what you try to do for them right now, it's not gonna really get them to open up or take a chance. So I would just let them go through this phase of like grieving or mourning or like venting and hurting. Cause I'm telling you, it's not something that, yes, you can be there for them, but ultimately they'll have to decide like when they feel they can release it. What you really need to remember is how much the two of you love each other. So although the week ahead has like a few rocky moments, and most of it just stems from getting your feelings hurt. Because I see where some of you are in this energy of like, okay, I'm going to try to cheer my person up. You might do something romantic, you know, you might try to pursue them like physically, sexually, like that kind of thing. And I just see where they just may not be in that headspace or in that mood. And that's something that might hurt you very deeply because of the emotion that you feel. But I don't want you to let your mind drift off into this place and start to think all of these other things and like, oh, what am I lacking? My person feels this way and that way. No, they're going through something. Just let them go through what it is. And like Spirit already said, if they want to open up, be very attentive to them. And if they need their space, just kind of give them their space. Focus on yourself. And focus on yourself and what you enjoy, and just know that you have an unbreakable bond. Your person is just, I see where they're just defensive. Sagittarius energy is here, you guys. So you might be Sagittariuses, have that moon or rising, or same thing for your person. But that's like a blockage that's here. Someone just not being open to the romance. So if you try something and you see that they're really like not talkative or not in the mood, just try to take it for what it is and don't look at it like something's wrong with you, because they love you, they need you, nothing is wrong with you. But I just see where they're in kind of like this energy of pity, self-pity, grieving, woe is me. Just know that there's a shift coming in, and that energy is going to clear, and you're going to see like a whole new extremely focused side to your person where they're taking charge and like their head is dominating. And they're like not letting their emotions get the best of them. That energy is coming in. A lot of support, people rallying around them, giving them what they ask for because they believe in them. But for the week ahead, I can just see where romantically, they're just not in that mindset. And just don't take it the wrong way. That's what I want you guys to know. I want you to remember how you guys have something that no one else or nothing else can compare to it. I know that you want to do something to kind of switch the energy around them because you think that you can. But the most special thing you can do for them right now is let them be. If they're quiet, let them reflect, let them think, let them go through their process, let them digest whatever this is that they have on their plate, in their mind. And if they are open to talking, just be very attentive to them. That is really the best thing you can do. So, because I see where you guys want to make like a gesture towards them. And really that is what they want the most. All right, let's look into that Knight of Cups. Because if you do something and they're like not in the mood or they're not open to it and it makes you feel bad or sad, oh my God, it's gonna make them feel 10 times worse. So I would say just kind of go with the flow in the week ahead. Just kind of let things be. Just kind of let it be. Let's look at this Knight of Cups. So that Pisces energy is coming through again. It's just like a lot of the messages repeating about how your person is going to like get direction, find their path, finally see through the darkness, see what lies ahead of them amidst of all the confusion. Judgment is here, making solid decisions. All right, you guys, I just see where for the week ahead, it's important to go with the flow and just focus on yourself as an individual. Don't worry that you're going to be neglecting them. When they're ready to open up and talk, they will. And if they're quiet, try not to come down too hard on them or like, you know, pick at them or, you know, really pick and try to get them to open up. Because this is like their own process. It's hurting them a lot deeper than they say. But just know that the energy is going to shift and a lot of positivity is coming in for your person and ultimately you and the connection that you guys have together. Okay, so that is what I can see coming through for the week ahead for those of you in your soulmate twin flame connection, standing very strong here with your person, regardless of like the defensiveness that you might have to deal with coming from them and like the standoffish energy. All right, just know that nothing will come between the two of you. All right, you guys, I love you so much. So that is what I have for you. And please don't forget to like the video, you guys, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, share, and I will talk to you guys soon. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here with me for your soulmate twin flame love reading. So this is for those of you that are in separation from your person. And of course, this message is for all signs, and this energy is for the 28th of August through the 4th of September. So like I said in the beginning of the video, you guys, I'm gonna have both readings on one video now. Those of you separated and with your person, soulmate twin flame. And I'll just have it timestamped. All right, I send you all much love and light. Thank you for everything, and let's just jump right in. Before I do, just want to take a moment to invite the white light of Holy Spirit to reading. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is for those of you that are separated from your soulmate or twin flame. So of course this video is for all signs, and if you don't know what that is, it's for whoever you feel is the one. You might be apart from this person, taking time away from them, broken up with them, you know, separated from them. So we're gonna cover a lot in the time that we have together today. In the soulmate twin flame love reading, the first thing we're going to ask spirit to show us is, how do they currently feel? You know, regardless of whether or not you guys are talking, haven't seen each other, spoken to each other in a while, we'll be able to see what their deepest feelings for you are and how they look at you. How do they look at the connection to you, the situation, whatever it is that occurred between the two of you. And then we'll ask spirit what it is that they're holding back from saying that they want to say. And then we'll ask what you need to know the most about either your person or the connection to them. And then we'll take a look at what the near future holds. Okay, you guys, so this message is for all signs, 28th through the 4th. And let's just jump right in. Funny that that King of Pentacles is coming out in reverse. I'll keep that in mind. I just want to take a moment to invite the white light of the Holy Spirit. Okay, you guys, so first thing we're going to ask is, what are their current feelings for you? How do they truly feel about you? Let's see how they feel. Well, they're being very, very standoffish right now, and it's only because they're so hurt. I know that if you were to try to pursue them right now, reach out to them, call them, send them a message, talk to them, they're not gonna be open to hearing or responding. And it's not because they don't love you. Of course they love you. That's why their heart is so broken. I know that might be surprising for you to hear that they're this hurt, but they are. And what I would take from it is just knowing how much they love you. And maybe even if they're the ones that hurt you, how it pains them and kills them to be apart from you. Because really, that's what that energy is. The circumstances coming between the two of you, it kills them, it tears them up. They're extremely sad. But I also know where your person might let their ego get the best of them, maybe even let their pride get the best of them, because they're kind of in a vengeful energy. I don't judge them. I don't judge you. I know when it's like something this intense that hurts that badly, it can make people do things that they wouldn't normally do, say things that they wouldn't normally say. All right, because I just know that they're very defensive when it comes to you. And please don't think I'm taking their side, because I'm not. I just see where they're even like planning, oh, I'm going to reject your call as soon as it comes in. I'm going to leave you unread. I'm going to block you. For some of you, they might have blocked you. Do you see all that energy like swirling around, trying to find where it belongs? and just getting blocked every time. I can see where you just might want to give them the space that if they're distant from you, if they're doing things to like try and get back at you, and what they'll really do is ignore you, not talk to you. That's like the extent of it for most of you. Just give them their space. You might even want to just stop, you know, reaching out to them so much. Number one, because it hurts you when they don't answer, or you know that they've blocked you. And the second reason is because they're not going to be open to it. They're not going to be receptive. They're working on like getting their head and their heart balanced and in the right place. They may act like they're just fine. That's what I want you to know, because I see a lot of pretending that they'll do because of their ego and try to save face and act like, oh, they don't care. And it's a way for them to try and gain the upper hand here. But they are crushed, devastated. I mean, that's just the bottom line. I know that they're going to act a certain way with you, but underneath it all, that is how they feel. On the outside, you might see that they're posting pictures and they seem like, oh, everything's good. It's not. That's all, it's all pretend. It's all pretend to, and hoping that you see it and hoping that you don't know how much they're hurting being away from you, being apart from you. But, it's actually so counterproductive when they do that, because what they want, is to talk to you, dying to hear from you, dying to reach out to you, dying to like feel comfortable enough to hear what it is that you have to say. It's like really their pride and their ego gets in the way. And it's almost like, well, I'll walk away before you hurt me, because they kind of feel at times like they're all alone in their emotions, wondering if you feel the same way, wondering if you want the same things with them. You know, there's a lot of emotion that comes in with that Three of Swords energy. Let's look into that. That's just what it is. There's a lot of wondering, and a lot of, you know, that King of Pentacles flipping over is the insecurities that they feel. King of Pentacles in reverse, very significant energy, because it's someone who has to like save face and have everything on the outside seem like it's completely fine, even like they're thriving and doing so well, so confident. But that is not real. That's not really how they feel. And that's especially important for those of you that, you know, look in on this person and to the outside world, what they show is like themselves smiling, and that's not how they feel. They're absolutely grieving not being with you. There's no way that they can open up their heart to someone else, not when it's broken like that. So that's important for you to know as well. And I know some of you might even be wondering, depending on how long you've been apart from this person, if there is the potential for anyone new that's come in. They're still so devastated over what happened with you. And, you know, to see this energy, they're not open to anyone else romantically right now. So I know where they just feel, and they have a lot of questions about how you feel about them. If you are, do you still love them? I know that that might sound kind of funny, but I see through their pain and their heartache, how they reason with it is like, convincing themselves that you were never there for them. You didn't care for them the way that they cared for you. What you really need to know here is that this person loves you so much, and they're just going through this heartache, like grieving the loss of the connection, grieving the loss of being apart from you. So they might show the world one thing, but that is not really how they feel inside. They're brokenhearted, and it's important for you to look at this from a different perspective. And the fact that they are so hurt lets you know how important you were to them, how important the connection is to them, and how you really do have their heart in your hands. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't be able to break it like this. They may hide what they feel, but it's important for you to know that they're absolutely crushed. They're crushed and they're brokenhearted right now. That's how they feel about the situation. That's how they feel about you, regardless of what they're showing you. Or should I say showing the world? Because this is like, oh, I'm fine. Everything's going great for me. No, it's not. If you feel like your heart is broken like that too, know that the feelings are mutual. Now, what is it that they want to say to you that they're not? What is the secret message that they have for you? Let's see what Spirit shows us. What is the secret message? So the initials B and J are here. That might be important to you guys, as well as Sagittarius energy. You guys might be Sagittarius or have that moon or rising, or your person might have that sun, moon, or rising. If your person, if you know that your person has already reconnected with someone else since the two of you have been apart, for some of you, they might even like married this person. I know there's a lot of different circumstances when you guys become separated from your soulmate or your twin flame, however this speaks to you. They are not happy. They're not happy. And I wonder if, because I just see this energy of, maybe even some of them are dealing with an unfaithful person. That's important for you guys to know, because I just see where they feel like they're not a priority, and they just feel, this is for those of you that they're already in another relationship and you know about it. They feel like they're not a priority, and they're actually very suspicious of their person's intentions towards them. They feel like they really can't trust them. They might even feel like it's something that they got into too quickly, and they are not happy there. And they're already thinking about how they can walk away from it, because it's just not something that they're connected to, not the way that they're connected to you, not the way that they feel for you. There's a lot of energy here of someone having made a mistake. That's just what it is. That's what they want to say. Having made a mistake, and maybe even let their emotions get the best of them, but it's more like sexually, lustfully. Because I know that some of you might have found out that they are like talking to someone new, gotten into another relationship, but they're not in love. Not at all. Not at all. It might hurt you to hear this, but it really was just based on physical and sexual attraction. It was just something that was based on lust. It was never anything that was based on investing emotion or their heart. And it's something that they would very much like to put to an end. It's some of you, for those of you that your person has jumped into another connection, it's a rebound connection. as a way to try to feel better, as a way to try and not feel so lonely, as a way to try and feel like they are embraced and it's like where they belong. All right, you guys, because there's just so much energy here of someone around them, around your person, but it's really nothing more than a lustful connection. I know you might not want to hear that, like what they're doing and who they're dealing with, but that is what I can see. And I mean, but how could they tell you that? You know what I mean? For the secret message, especially if they made it so you knew they were with someone else. There's no love that they have for this person. Like I said, when it comes to you and the way that their heart is still so broken, they can't give their heart to anyone else. Even if they try to show you one thing, that's not what it is. What you have here is, it's just very lustful. It's very physical. I want to look at this. 10 of Cups. And it's funny because some of them almost want you to pull them away from wherever they are. That's kind of what they want. They want to hear from you. They do. It's funny because your person's energy is like showing one thing, but then feeling something totally different inside. Because there's that Two of Pentacles again, like everything is fine, everything is okay, but it's not. They just want to break free from where they are. And what you really need to know is if you wanted to take matters into your own hands and say like, you know what, I want to be with you, I want us to be back together again, you belong to me, they would walk away from wherever they are to be with you. That's why that 10 of Cups is coming in reverse, because there's something for those of you that your person is in another connection. It's not built on anything. It's not built on anything solid. It's not built on any real emotion. And it wouldn't be hard to steal them away or take back what you feel belongs to you. They play it, I don't mean to put them down when I say this, but they do kind of play a lot of games with not being honest with themselves about what it is that they want. They do a lot of running from their emotions. They do a lot of rebounding rather than just like centering themselves truly and healing within themselves what they need to heal. They always look for another person to make them feel better and to build them up. So I wonder if some of you are dealing with someone who does a lot of blaming. A lot of blaming, a lot of like finger pointing, and always feels like they're a victim. I'm not putting them down. I just see that that's where their energy is. And you know what? Maybe the two of you are in separation now, so they can come to terms with what they need to, because you deserve to have someone who's a healthy partner for you. And they do a lot of pretending. They do a lot of suppressing things, showing on the surface what they want you to see, while feeling so differently on the inside and how they look at themselves. I mean, this is all of these messages coming through is what they'd like to talk to you about, what they keep secret. Let's move along now and ask Spirit, what do you need to know the most about your person or the connection to them. Let's see what messages come through. Doesn't really surprise me to see that King of Pentacles energy coming through, and Sagittarius, that Knight of Wands is here again. So you guys might be Sagittarius or have that moon or rising. Same thing for your person. For what you need to know the most is who they're walking away from one place and moving to another. I would just advise you to be a little bit careful with their energy if they try to come back around right now. You just want to make sure that they're being sincere with you. Because I just see so much energy here of someone who just might walk away. You know, I just see where you guys might possibly fall back into each other's arms and ultimately into each other's bed, have a very, very passionate encounter together. But that doesn't mean that you guys are like back together. Of course, we'll take a look at what the near future holds. But regardless of that, the fact that this is what you need to know the most, it's really, really important for you to keep this in mind. Because I just see, it's just a lustful energy. And not someone who's planning on sticking around at all, at least not right now. And I just see them definitely walking away from wherever they are. But that doesn't mean that they're looking to settle back down into a connection with you right away. All right? Because it's important, because I know that some of you, your person is dealing with someone else that's a very shallow connection. It means nothing to them. To be frank, it means nothing. It's all physical. And they're not even going to stay there long. They're not going to. They're going to walk away from it. But just because they do, I would just choose wisely if you want to take them back right away. I would make them prove their sincerity. And I'm telling you that because I just see them being in that Knight of Wands energy where, yes, it's going to be very hard for you guys to resist one another. I don't think you can say no, because it's so much attraction, so much chemistry. And when you guys look at each other, you just see everything that you want in a person. So that makes you very open to it. But I also know that they're in this energy of like conquering right now. So it's, and I see where they're still holding a grudge. They might, I'm telling you, with this person's energy, they show you one thing, and then when you scratch the surface, all of this other stuff comes out. I see where they're very charming, they're very good looking, they're very healthy, they have a lot of energy, and of course that all like moves into like the sexual and physical, like with the stamina that they have and like how much pleasure you guys have when you are with them. But there's something tricky about this energy. So that's why I'm telling you that you have to choose wisely, especially if, you know, because if you guys broke up, technically there's nothing wrong with them getting into another connection, right? But when that ends, and it's gonna end, I see them coming back around to you. But that does not mean that they're offering stability. So you will have to like kind of be in control of things, especially if that's what you want. I mean, if you want to engage in something like very passionate with them, by all means, But if you guys are looking for like to get back into a relationship with them, their mind is in a different place. And I see where there's like these karmic balances here. Karmic balances are here. So for some of you, if like you dealt with someone who cheated, the tables are turning and they're gonna get cheated on, and there's sexually like that, there's a karmic balance that's here. So that's important for you to know. And I just see when the tables turn like that, there is someone who's left like feeling kind of resentful. So in order to like combat this energy, and the best thing for you to do is to not connect with them physically, sexually, especially if you know that it's hard for you to draw that line between like emotion and physical. If you know that the lines get blurred very easily when it comes to this person, I would say to really take your time and just like see what it is that they're trying to bring to the table. Because I just see where they're offering physical and it's not emotional. So you just have to watch out for that energy when it comes to them. Because there is something here that's like vengeful. I don't know the circumstances with you guys, and if maybe you know you're watching this and you did them wrong, you cheated on them, walked away from them or something like that, I just see where they're coming back around and they might do the same thing to you. Regardless of the circumstances, if you're looking for a relationship with them, to reconnect with them like that, you're gonna have to wait and see what it is that they're really offering you. And don't think that just because it's like heated as far as the passion, the kissing, the intensity, the romance, the sexual side of things, that doesn't mean that they're in a relationship again. That's what I can see. That is what you need to know the most. Just keep that in mind, and let's look at the near future. Let's ask Spirit to show us, what does the near future hold for the two of you? Let's see. So there is so much Sagittarius energy that keeps showing up for you guys. Capricorn and Cancer is here as well. So you guys might be Capricorns, Cancer, Sagittarius, have that moon or rising, or your person might have that sun, moon, or rising. I can just see where there's still a lot of independent energy that's here, and just things not really moving forward. I see a lot of chemistry, a lot of sexual energy, but I just have to warn you about that again, because you have a right to get out of this relationship what it is that you want. And you shouldn't have to feel like, well, if I don't do something, my person's gonna walk away from me, or I'm gonna push them away. Because I have to be honest and tell you that I see you guys here, standing here alone. I don't see you reuniting like back into a relationship with them, but I do see where there's like this possibility of having that encounter. But just know that I don't see it making the connection move forward. So for some of you, you're fine with that. Some of you know that you can't resist this person. You feel like that same passion, like that very lustful energy, and you just might want to give into it. Whoever this is feels very satisfied within themselves. They feel like they're a trophy in a way. There's kind of like a very self-serving, self-centered energy. And I'm looking out for your hearts, because I know that some of you have no problem like defining that line between physical and emotional. And some of you can have a physical connection and not worry about the emotion. And that's why there's this person that's here and just feels very good about themselves, feels like they are enjoying everything that comes their way. They're taking everything that's being handed to them and they have no shame, they have no regrets. That's how someone feels. Could be you, could be this person that you're dealing with, but that's the energy that's here. And what I want you to know, that this person is not in a relationship. This person is alone. It's just something for you to think about if you want to open up to them and they're not offering what it is that you truly want. The Chariot in reverse says it all, because that's like about the forward movement and the connection. It's stuck. It's not going anywhere. That lets me know that someone is left waiting. Someone is left watching and waiting for things to blossom. And then ultimately feeling like it's not going anywhere. You just have to, when it comes to the week ahead, dealing with your person and their energy, there is the opportunity to break a certain cycle that needs to be broken, especially if you know that this is something that has like torn you up before and you've given this person chance after chance, and even though they hurt you, you still accept them back around, you still connect with them physically, intimately, sexually, open yourself up to them. This might be the last time, because I see where some of you are gonna break that cycle and say, you know what, no, I'm not doing this, not without a commitment, not without me seeing that you're serious, not without you truly investing in me. That Devil's coming in reverse, because it's about like the karmic ties between you and this person and the need to break a cycle. Some of you are going to come to that realization, and these circumstances might help you. You know, you might even give in to them one last time and see that they don't move forward with you. And that might be like the catalyst that you need to break the cycle with them, because that's what I can see. There's like a lot of red flags here, and it's only red flags if someone wants a relationship, because I just don't see where the person is offering that. They have no problem offering like the physical, sexual side of themselves, but they're not here to move the connection forward, to get into a relationship. And I just see where someone is left like feeling like, this is all that I get after everything that I've invested. So whoever needs to hear it, you have to be careful about the choices that you make. And if you want to embrace this person again, I know where these connections can be very confusing. They're confusing because of all the emotion and how you guys are like constantly learning lessons off of the experiences. Like each encounter, you learn something new with this person. It's very intense. But honestly, I don't see them thinking about jumping back into a commitment, even if you guys do end up seeing each other again, spending the night together. All right, you guys, very, very important. Important for you to think about what you want to do, especially if you know you've already seen this pattern and this is like the cycle that you're caught in with them. It's like the same thing going on. Especially if you've been waiting to get a commitment from this person. I just don't see that happening. And I just see someone here who's going to take whatever is given to them, and they don't feel any shame. They're very much focused on themselves and their own pleasure and their own satisfaction in their own life. This person is like in the energy of me, 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 me. And that's it. They're not thinking about, really thinking about the other one's emotions. Let me look into this. Nine of Cups. That's just what it is. It's a big warning. It's a big warning to those of you that know that this person keeps walking in and out of your life, and you feel like they ghost you, and then you feel like they come back around. You have an amazing time with them, then they're gone again. It's the same energy repeating. This person taking what they want, feeling very satisfied, feeling very like a trophy and proud of themselves when the other one pours their heart out and gives them all of this affection and attention. They take it with no problem, but they're not giving it back. Do you see where it's like lopsided here? Page of Wands in reverse is like a big red flag about the ghosting, because this to me is like ghosting, reaching out to them later on, and then they don't pick up right away, and the cycle just continues. So that's why there's this opportunity for those of you that want to break that pattern with this person, because you're connected with them, and for a long time you've known that you shouldn't accept this from them. And that is all part of your life and your lessons, how you learn to put up boundaries, how you learn to set standards, and how you learn how to treat someone based on the way someone treated you, even seeing things that you would never do to someone. So I know that there's a lot of pain at times that you guys feel, but just know that nothing is in vain. There's so many lessons here that you learn. So just choose wisely when it comes to them. I would tell you from where I sit, I know it's easy to say, like, try and break that cycle, because you see these lovers are chained to one another. Those are the karmic ties, the soul ties, and it's not gonna move forward. This is really a reading for those of you that know you've been caught up in a cycle like this with them, and it's maybe you've never quite known where the two of you stand with one another, always feeling like this person keeps running from you. That is exactly what they're going to continue to do. It's not going to move forward. I don't mean to be frank. I just need to, I just have to be honest with you guys about what I see. But just know that I truly do send you all so much love and light, because I know that some of the messages are not easy to hear, but they're never intended to hurt you. It's only intended to help, to tell you what it is that spirit feels you need to hear at that time. And the messages truly do only come from a place of love and light. All right, you guys, I love you all so much. Thank you for everything. And if you are new to my channel and haven't already subscribed, please do like the video, you guys. Comment, share, and that's what I have for you all. And I will talk to you in about a week.